Get away. We're not open yet.
Cruz guy, legendary guy that built all the boards for North Shore guys. Got Q1.
So which one's that?
I'll start grabbing that board up there first. We can always pull a few down, lay them on the ground, and then decide, you know, which ones to grab. Yeah, okay, this board's gonna be happy to get back in the water. This one too runs really, really well. There's probably quad fin setup on it. That's probably,
It's relatively recent.
yeah, you know, relatively, probably early 2000s or something.
Yeah, especially with the color design.
Yeah, I've had it for a while. I think it's like 5.6 or 5.8 or something.
It's 18 and an eighth, 6'1".
There we go.
18 and an eighth, 2 3/16.
There you go. So because of that full volume, the width will throw people, you know, but because of that full outline, the paddle on it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But again, that lets you know, that could be from 90s.
Oh, he's got kind of a weird, kind of flat deck going with.
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah, the rails.
You can see it real well with the lighting right here.
Yeah, from where I'm standing, you can really see it,
See that kind
looking down on it.
Yeah.
Really kind of flat deck like
Yeah,
that,
flat
and then
deck.
rolling into kind of a pinched off rail.
Yeah.
Looks like it'd be a pain in the ass to shape.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, a lot going on. He's still doing them.
Make sure you got your life insurance paid up.
Yeah, right.
God.
And most boards in this place have been that way, you know. A lot of what you see around the shed, it looks like junk, and for some people it is, but not to me. It all has a backstory of why it was built, who built it, where it's been ridden. And sometimes it's not even about the board itself as much as, again, who actually built it, the concepts behind it, the riders. And this is a pretty unique one. This board in general is obviously a long board, close to 10 foot, I think 9.6 to 9.8. This board was found on an island in the South Pacific. A friend of mine was an explorer boat guy, and they were cruising through the South Pacific sometime in the 70s, and he came upon this board lying on a reef on some little secluded island, and how it got there still nobody knows. So I find that to be interesting enough. He was a good surfer, had nothing to ride. He got the board and he patched it with whatever materials he could find, which makes it pretty unique in itself. But when you turn it over, then even more history comes to light, because you can see that it's a Doug Haut board from Santa Cruz. At the time, it was probably about as pretty of a board as you could get cosmetically, and it rides super well. Really thinned out rails, has a lot of rocker by those days standards, and probably within about 6 months to a year of this board being made, they dropped down by a foot, 2 feet, down to the short boards. So this is a really nice piece of history, and this will be a great one to send back up to the boys in the Cruz. They'll have a good time, and hopefully Doug will get to see it. Same story, if Doug wants it, he's welcome to keep it, leave it up there with Doug, but only Doug.
So would the number be on the top?
Yeah. This is a nice board.
Looks like
Seven-
791.
1791. Let me go look it up. Well, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. But I got the original book, so I can look it up. This is 65 to 1970. No, 91. Yeah, Steve Reeves.
Steve Reeves.
Reaves. 155 bucks. Right there, 791.
Yeah, sorry.
It was for this guy, but then I sold it to this guy, Steve Reeves. And it was built in March of '68.
There we go. Right on the money.
1968. Yeah.
I definitely have never ridden some of these shapes for sure. And so it was fun to experiment with those ones, but I feel like surfboards are almost like musical instruments or something. Like every instrument is perfect and amazing, but you just have to find the right, musician, or in this case, waves to surf them in,